Welcome, everybody, to beautiful Lawson Field here in Birmingham, Alabama, as we're about to kick off a crucial, really playoff-determining matchup between number 2 Dalton United and right now currently in 7th spot FC Birmingham Falcons. FC Birmingham's won their last 2 matchups, really shot their way up the standings, and is really looking to try and pick a statement today against one of the perennial powers in the Georgia Premier Division. I'm Owen Harris. I'll be calling the game for you today. Nathan Harris on the camera, David Kearney on the in-stadium mic, and then Doug Walk over running the video for us today. Hopefully everybody's not too soccered out after watching the Champions League final today. If you're a Real Madrid fan, you are celebrating once again as they seem to just have a domination on that tournament. Some light pressure by FC Birmingham. Dalton just kind of feeling it their way around right now. Interception by Michael Brew, but immediately turned the ball right back over to Dalton United. Deep ball played in. Logan Sawyer easily collecting that. Dalton United, number 9, scoring a lot of goals so far this season. Matched up with his counterpart, our number 9, Giancarlo Bustamante, who right now is leading the Georgia Premier Division with 10 goals. Good clear out there by Manny Mendez. Right back, though, to the striker. He's going to play another ball into the middle. Another nice touch by Manny just to get the ball out of danger. Going to be a throw in deep in the FC Birmingham half for Dalton United. Number 8 seems to feel like he's got a pretty long throw in. He's waving one of the center backs up. Try and get in the mix here. We'll see. It's the first throw in from deep for either team. Looks like he's really just getting in front of the keeper more than anything. Going to do it all over again for a corner. That was a little bit shaky looking right there. Dalton United throw into a quick flick on header. Looked like it could have ended up in the back of the net, but luckily was cleared away off the line. Got to get on a man mark there. Just right now, 2 free headers in the box, one off of throw-in and one off of a corner. Something that FC Birmingham is going to have to get a little bit better on. Either don't give them up or mark them in. FC Birmingham's women are on the road today. I believe they're playing outside of Knoxville today. I think this is against 865, is that correct? So we wish the Lady Falcons the best of luck. They won their first game here at Lawson Field 4-0 and are now going on the road for the first time all season. The pressure from FC Birmingham seems to be giving Dalton a lot of trouble. However, as soon as we won the ball back, we just turned it right back over. Dalton United is notorious over the seasons for putting quick ball pressure on. Nice spring out here by FC Birmingham moving forward. Diago Oliveira on the ball, now over to Piero. Good hustle there by Piero, but I think trying to take on two men in that situation, probably not ideal for FC Birmingham attack. Just playing it safe there. Wasn't really sure what he had behind him, so Manny Mendez doing the smart thing and just heading the ball out of bounds. Right now, this looks like it's going to be a real battle in the middle of the field. It looks like both teams are overloaded in midfielders, so it'll be interesting to see exactly who can win that battle. Should be easily collected back there by the FC Birmingham keeper. Javier Valencia getting the start back in the net. Coach Gabriel Gregoire seems to alternate between his two keepers. We've seen a lot of Junior Nunez in the net. We've seen a lot of Javier in the net, and it looks like he flip-flops them pretty much regularly every game. Oh, nice step in there by 14. Jacob Jowers. Quick recovery, though, by Dalton United. Played back to their keeper. Throwing on the near side for Dalton. They cycle it back to their keeper. Seems to be their style is not indicative of the way they've played in the past, but they seem to be wanting to go a little bit long. Oh, a turnover there in the middle. Number 22 for Dalton's got it, slots it by the keeper, and it's 1-0 Dalton United. Unfortunate turnover there. Everybody just kind of got caught ball watching while ball was played back to Brew a little bit slow, and just didn't come in hard enough on the tackle, I guess, and results in a 1-0 lead early for Dalton, who really hasn't looked all that dangerous, but and that's why their Dalton is, they're very opportunistic when they do have their moments. So we're 8 minutes into the game. So the score is 1-0 at the 8-minute mark. Definitely not the start that we were looking for here at FC Birmingham. Just a really sloppy play leads to a quick score by Dalton. Pressure by Dalton forces a turnover by Javier Valencia, just kicks it out of bounds to safety. Another long throw in. Nobody from FC Birmingham again going up for the ball. Headed outside by a Dalton United player. Going to have to figure that out. We can't continue to leave players unguarded inside the box. Nice takedown there by Lupe. Tries to switch the field all the way to the other side. Ends up falling to Giancarlo. Ball goes outside to Piero and across, and harmlessly into the goalies. Not 100% sure what happened there, causing the Dalton United player to go down. I don't know if he ran into his keeper or. Not really sure what the discussion is there with the Dalton United defender. Ball played out of bounds on the far side. Throw in for Bailey Harris, our right back, regular right back. Going to be another throw in for FC Birmingham on the far side. Flick on there. Going to be a corner kick for FC Birmingham. Dalton complaining that they felt like that ball was offsides, but there's a player on the far side of the pitch that was holding everybody on. So linesman clearly pointed that out and straightened out the matter for the players on the field. Corner kick going to come in from Diego Oliveira, player from Montevallo. Cycle back to Piero, who unfortunately Piero's touch, very loose, turns the ball right over to Dalton. But a heavy ball by the Dalton 9. Ball going to be an FC Birmingham throw in pretty deep in our own end. Referee going over to have a word with Piero. Not 100% sure what that was about either. I know Piero took a pretty hard hit on the foul from behind on Mateus. Mateus Groth from Oslo, Norway, joining us from the UAB Blazers. Have a couple of Blazers on the team this season. Ball played in. Well struck ball. Just falls harmlessly, thank goodness, between about 6 players. Long ball played out. 3 FC Birmingham players there, but the Dalton United player is the one who won the ball. Foul from behind, number 18. Mateus this time on the receiving end of that foul. Logan Sawyer playing the ball into Giancarlo. Foul, though, on Giancarlo. Not sure he had too much knowledge of the player coming from that side of him, but it did look like he undercut him as he went to go head the ball. Nice win there by Michael Brew. Something we really needed to get better on this game is just winning that first ball. A lot of cries for handball there, but I think the referee was probably right that Jacob had no earthly idea that ball was coming at him a million miles an hour from about a foot away. Oh, ball floats there, gets over the head of Manny. Ball won by number 7, Diago. Giving him a little hug, making sure he doesn't get too far from him. Quick foul on FC Birmingham. We're at about the 15-minute mark. For those of you guys just joining us, the score is 1-0. Visitors, Dalton United. Quick mistake on a ball being played back. Ended up being put right in the net. Nice ball there by Lupe, getting it out. Diago trying to chip the ball into the box. Dangerous ball, but ended up falling harmlessly. Nice recovery there by Logan. Not sure if he was playing that out of bounds or actually to Michael Brew, but regardless, it ends up getting recycled and moved back forward. Right now, FC Birmingham trying to do a little bit too much. The short game, which benefited them so well last week, does not seem to be the same type of play they're doing right now. Giancarlo, though, making a run. Falls over to Piero. Oh, I would have liked to have seen Piero take a shot right there. Ball ends up hitting Jacob Jowers again. He seems to have a magnet on him today. I always get a little bit nervous on those high balls because Javi likes to come out and stretch his legs a little bit. Deep ball played in. Ball played outside to Bailey Harris. Looking for a runner, trying to hit. Puts it right in between two. So far, the Dalton defense look pretty solid. They're staying in their lanes and have been able to pick off really any of the through balls that we've been trying to play on them. Nice turn by Lupe. Going again. Puts the ball across the middle. Oh, and a wide open chance missed by Giancarlo Bustamante. He would love to have that one back. He gets over the top of the ball, but hits it into the ground and hits the top bar once again. Unfortunately, that has been the story for FC Birmingham here at Lawson Field, is that we have found the woodwork way more than we've actually found the back of the net. The referee is now scolding the ball boys. He's not happy with their participation so far. Don't know that I've ever seen that before. Foul on the play by number 17, Bailey Harris. Number 7's a crafty player. He gets his body between himself and the ball and has drawn a couple fouls so far against FC Birmingham. Yeah, even though that was inadvertent, I have to agree with Michael Brew on that play. I feel like that had to have been called a foul. I mean, the player fell onto his feet, causing him to have to play the ball out of bounds. I know he was not an intentional fall, but contact still occurred, and I didn't really know that was intent was a big part of that rule. Beautifully run play by Dalton United, straight off the training ground. It's the second or third time they've run that exact same play, and the second or third time it's been successful. That's just the first time they put it in the net. Second goal for Dalton United, it's 2-0. Wish I could say this was the first time I've called a game with FC Birmingham down 2-0, but unfortunately this season, this seems to be a number that we've spotted a couple of teams this year. Hopefully we'll do what we have in the last couple of games and start playing better and work our way back into this game. There's a quick change of events, wide open net miss for FC Birmingham, and then come right down the field and they scored. So what could have been a 1-1 game all of a sudden is a 2-0 deficit, and really hard pill to swallow, that's for sure. Nice touch there by Bailey Harris. Oh, a little bit too far by Giancarlo. Saw the idea. It was a good idea, but I don't know if the return runner fell, got tripped, or the pass was just too fast. In the 23rd minute, score right now is Dalton 2, FC Birmingham 0. Good win there by Logan Sawyer. Good recovery there by Manny Mendez. He was beat on that play and worked his way back into it. Shielded off and fouled there by number 11 for Dalton. It's a good read by Manny. Not really sure who fell asleep on the back door of that last goal, but second goal scored by Dalton United was really about as wide open a header as you could hope for. Again, another conversation between the ref and a player. Not sure exactly what any of these discussions are about, but oh my goodness, off the woodwork. It was an absolute beautiful strike there. Had beat the keeper. Header out by Bailey Harris. Goes right back in, though, to number 7. Plays it across to the goal scorer, who slots it in. 3-0 Dalton. Really nothing at all right now going very well for our FC Birmingham Falcons. They really need to take a deep breath and gain some composure as this game is starting to get out of hand. Take a chance to just thank our sponsors this season for Mi Pueblo Supermarket, Mendez Woodworks, Pollo Lucas, Puma, La Calle, all of our friends on the women's side who are supporting us. We couldn't do this without all the help of the community. Yeah, I'm not really sure, again, how that's not called off the ball. Looked like Diego just got absolutely leveled. Right now, the passing of Dalton is just really causing us all kinds of fits. Oh, a very short pass by Michael Brew back to the keeper. Very fortunate that Javi was able to get there first. Had 2 players out wide for a nice, safe, easy pass. It's unfortunate. '27th minute. Right now it is Dalton 3, FC Birmingham 0. Really, all the action minus one. What we call pretty good chance. Has been down for Dalton, so the score is probably indicative of the game that we're watching. Got a few numbers going forward here on this break. Diego Oliveira with player running outside. Another nice bit of hold-up play by number 9, the last goal scorer. He's done a really nice job of when that ball funnels out of corralling it and allowing his team to get up. We got 2 FC Birmingham players down in the same vicinity. It's going to go out for a goal kick for FC Birmingham, but again, another dangerous moment. Fortunately, the ball trickled out over the sideline. Going to be a Dalton United. Lots of space over here on the right-hand side. Nice turn there by Giancarlo. But there's 7 Dalton players back already. They're quick to transition back to defense, especially now with a 3-0 lead. They'll be looking just to counterattack at this point. Be a foul on Jacob Jowers there. He came in like a wrecking ball and took out the Dalton defender. It's kind of hustle I want to see, though. I want us going after every ball right now, trying to create something. We can only score 1 goal at a time, so let's try and get 1 back, and then we'll go from there. Good win there by Michael Brew, kind of backpedaling. Still getting a noggin on the ball. Foul on Piero on the far side. Good tackle out there. Unfortunately, the ball pops up, and as has been the case so far this game, fastest man to the loose balls has not been us. Probably a good foul there. I'm not sure how that guy ran through the defense like that, but definitely needed to be pulled down to make sure that he couldn't advance on the goal. Ball played back to the keeper there. Again, right now it's just every loose ball. And I evidently missed it on the a minute ago, but number 17 on the far side, Bailey Harris, picked up a yellow card for FC Birmingham. Ball played out by Logan Sawyer. I thought he was just going to be shielding that ball with Javi coming to collect it, but Javi was not coming. So smart play by Logan to get that ball out of there and get it out of danger. However, If I'm a betting man, they're going to throw the ball hard and short and try to flick it to the back post. Long ball being played down. Should be a fairly easy one for the Dalton keeper to come out and grab. Good stab there by Logan. Just no time on the ball. As soon as FC Birmingham gets the ball on a turnover, Dalton is just absolutely shutting everything down. They're suffocating the play. Ball played in short, collected by Dalton United, and now they're going the opposite direction. Feel like FC Birmingham right now is a little bit shell-shocked as they're approaching this game. Good shoulder there by FC Birmingham. Didn't look like there was anything much into that, but definitely was being a meal made out of it. Again, the passes up front, just the turnovers are just killing us. We can't hold on to the ball, and that is a kiss of death when you're playing a team with the quality that Dalton possesses. If you allow them to have the ball, straight about 7 yards offsides there. He can complain all he wants, but that was a pretty easy call for the linesman. He left his run a little bit early, and again, just another pass from the back that is just intercepted. I'm not 100% sure what we're doing. I've watched us practice a lot, and these passes, everything from the midfield, from the defense, everything is just short and allowing the Dalton United players to step in and intercept almost on a 100% basis. Looked like that was offsides again. Really shocked that the flag didn't go up. Nice ball there by Lupe. Good recovery there by FC Birmingham on defense. Forced the Dalton player to try to switch fields. They've done that a couple times, and the ball's kind of gone aimlessly out of bounds. Linesman on this side of the field certainly has a lot to say for a linesman. You don't normally see them get engaged with the players that often. And he's blatantly offsides. Good save by Hobby, though. He didn't know anything about it and got his hand on that ball. Approaching 41st minute in the first half. Other than goal celebrations, there hasn't been too many stoppages of play, so I don't imagine there'll be much added time. Another turnover in the back. Hasn't been a great game for anybody, but definitely has not been a great game for our back four with their passing moving forward. Not sure if that's going to be a free kick or a throw-in. Looks like it will be a throw. It almost just seems like I'm watching the same play over and over again. There seems to be multiple players for FC Birmingham around the ball, but somehow the Dalton United player is the one who comes away with it. It's a good run from the midfield by number 15. He was held on by a couple of players. Everybody was screaming offsides, but he was clearly onside from the run he made. Good ball played outside. Can Piero get there? He can. Going to play the ball across the middle. Unfortunately, there wasn't anybody there at that back post. Ball's a little too tight into the goal. Really didn't give anybody any space to work with. We haven't had much service from really from either side of either wing. Good tackle there by Mateus. He's been heavily involved in the play so far today. I will tell you that the Dalton United team on their out-of-bounds plays, both throw-ins and corners, have got some super tricky stuff they've worked on the training ground, and it has caused FC Birmingham just all kinds of fits on being responsive. Thank goodness the line was held tight there, and we were able to draw them offsides on that play. Oh, a nice run there. Just could not get his foot on the ball. Nice passes to play. Actually, Lupe so far in the first half has put most of the dangerous balls into position for us. A good pass there. Hit Jacob Jowers pretty much in stride, but the Dalton defender was just right there to make the play. Wondered why everybody had stopped on that far side. I guess the ball was far enough out of bounds that everybody knew it except for the dribbler. Yeah. If we don't get that call through the back for Giancarlo, it's a long day. We're into extra time here in the first half. I can't imagine that there's going to be more than about a minute or two. Would love to sneak one back right before the half, give us something to go into halftime. Excited about. The rest of this half has not been anything that FC Birmingham could be too proud. Oh, but another nice shot off the woodwork. Falls right directly to Jacob Jowers, but unfortunately he can't get it under control, and the goalie saves it. That, again, the woodwork has been so unkind to FC Birmingham here at their home field. So here we go into halftime. Score is 3-0 Dalton. Hopefully Coach Gabriel Gregoire will go in at halftime, figure some things out, and we'll come out in the second half with, a different perspective, a different attitude. We've definitely shown we can score some goals with two of them going off of the woodwork. We just have not been fortunate in getting them to the right side of the woodwork. We're going to go to halftime. We got about 10, 15 minutes until we kick back off. But thank you for joining us, and we look forward to talking with you in the second half.
to hide. to hide. To take a chance to fly, feeling like I'm 10 feet high. Nightmares call, you can't deny. Better find a place to hide. To hide. too high.
Start of the second half, and unfortunately it's starting to look like the first half. Missed shot by Dalton United. Goes a little bit wide. Ball goes out for a FC Birmingham throw-in. About a minute into the start of the second half. At this point, really, I think we're just looking for some positive signs, positive play. Love to get some in the back of the net, but have to realize that you're not going to make up a 3-0 deficit without having kind of a concerted effort over a full second half. It's interesting. The referee has now spoken with both goalies at the time of goal kicks. So I'm not really sure what kind of instruction he's given to both of them in the second half, but I thought the ball was going to fall nicely to Lupe there, but unfortunately bounced a little bit further back. Diago drawing a corner kick. Good work from the Montevallo midfielder. Got a couple of guys for FC Birmingham now warming up on the touchline. Probably going to see some substitutions fairly soon. Ball played into the back post. Oh, header goes just a little bit wide. Ball fell to Piero, who takes a swing at it, but chips it wide of the goal. Ball played up in the air. Sun may come into play a little bit in this second half, as it's just brutal coming over the goal on the left side of the field and your screen on the left side of the field. Haven't gotten an update as of yet, only 5 minutes past 6, but the women's game has now kicked off up in Knoxville, Tennessee. Wish them, again, the best of luck in their matchup against one of the top-rated teams. Quick throw in. Again, if we're not going to get hands in the back, things like that all day, it's going to be a long day for Giancarlo. It's just constant pushing. Going to be a free kick, though. Ref did spot it and called it. About 22 yards or so away from goal. Diago Oliveira standing over the ball. Ball placed in nicely, but Dalton has had no problem winning headers so far this game. Dalton, not the tallest team we've played against, but has a real skill set at finding a way to get their head on the ball. Looking across at the banners, I just want to make sure I'm making sure that everyone's aware of all of the people who help us put together the FC Birmingham men's team. Mi Pueblo Supermarket, Mendez Woodworks, Pollo Lucas, Puma, La Calle. Without their help, we would really struggle to put together a squad. Good ball movement. Number 14, Jacob Jowers, just barely beaten to the ball. It's going to be a throw in deep in. I'm also looking over there, and I'm seeing the banner for one of our women's team sponsors, Atrox Fear Factory. Every year they put together quite the Fright Fest, and this year it's no different. You have to run for your life. It's a scary scene of terror in Leeds, Alabama. It's the Southeast's largest horror attraction next to the first half tonight. Ball play out of bounds on the far side, going to be resulting in a Dalton United throw-in. Looks like Dalton also has about 4 players, pretty much their entire bench, over on the sidelines warming up. It's a warm day, a surprisingly warm day. It's been raining pretty much all day, but now what we're left with is some heat and humidity. Number 9 sprung 3. And beats our keeper on the near post. It's the only place you don't want to get beat by on that far side is on your near post. And unfortunately, Dalton player slots it right past our keeper. Made a nice run. This second goal for Jack Brown for Dalton. It's now a score of 4-0. Really, the run of play was looking much better in the start of the second half, but unfortunately, with Dalton, it just takes 1 second for them to spring a counterattack and put one in the back of the net. Touched by number 16, takes the ball out of bounds. Ball was played pretty close to the touchline, but I thought he was going to be able to corral that in and turn it upfield. Handball by number 16, who is claiming that the hand is not part of the hand. So nice run there by Lupe. He's held onside by number 5 on the far side of the pitch. Ball played in the middle, but again, Dalton is very efficient at getting many players back. Looks like we got a couple of subs. Got a couple subs coming onto the pitch. Looks like number 17, Bailey Harris, and number 16, Piero Salazar are coming off the pitch, being replaced by Cedric Jarena at right back and Justice Brasher at in the right midfield, right winger. This might be Cedric's first time stepping onto the pitch in an outside back role. Thought we might see Yoel, who's played right back at times for us this year, coming in, but looks like Coach Gregoire has opted to go with Cedric. Cedric normally plays a center back, so I'm sure he can adjust to the outside position as well. It's a constant motion of runners from Dalton. If you watch the game from up here, they're constantly looping midfielders, making these runs in between the defenders for FC Birmingham. A lot of times they don't release the ball, don't make the passes, but I think that's what makes it so much more difficult to guard, is that when they do, they're usually running pretty free. I believe Bailey Harris, who just came out the field, was the only player with a yellow card on the pitch. So I think that now everybody's in safe shape. We don't have to worry about a silly yellow turning into a red card. A lot of screaming out on the pitch for what would have been a free kick at midfield. Nice shot there by Mateus. Goes off the hands of the keeper. It was a nice save. That was going right for the corner. Corner kick here for FC Birmingham. See if we can get a head on it. Again, they've had a uncanny ability to get their head on every ball. Just got an update from the women's game. Right now it's currently 1-0 for 865 over our FCB women. Ball drifts out of bounds for a throw-in. When FC Birmingham's got the ball down on the offensive end right now, Dalton is doing exactly what you would expect. They're getting 10 men behind the ball. Oh, close to a steal there by Manny Mendez, but unfortunately misses, which leads to a counterattack for Dalton United. Manny, though, hustles, gets back in the play, gets a foot on the ball, and turns the ball over going the other way. Going to be a yellow card there for someone on Dalton United. Looks like number 22. Ball played in short to Mateus, then over to Manny. Cross, but just way too close to the keepers. So far our service from the wings has just been right at the goalie, which has not really allowed our center forwards to have any opportunity to get a play on the ball. Ball played down the sideline, straight to the Dalton defender. Justice Brasher putting a little bit of pressure. Not sure what the goalie's complaining about. You're going to get fouled if you try to get a little tricky like that in the back. Get the ball off your feet. Probably won't get you any contact. Oh, nice tackle there by Michael Brew. Coming up strong in the middle of the pitch. Ball played to the opposite side of the pitch. Oh, absolute must of a touch by number 8, but he does get that touch. And a little bit of sustained pressure here by FC Birmingham. Looks like we got 3 subs coming in for Dalton United. I think this is all but one player off their bench. Might have a second, maybe have 2 left. Guy who scored 2 goals against us, number 9, coming off the pitch. Number 8 and number 7. All 3 have been major contributors to the Dalton United attack tonight. 63rd minute. Score is 4-0 Dalton. Started to see a little bit better pressure for FC Birmingham. Hopefully we can sustain this, and hopefully we can get something going our way, but not exactly the cross that Manny Mendez was looking for there. Nor there. Cedric playing it straight into the goalie. Really going to make it tough to get the ball in unless foul called on Giancarlo. Trying to post up there. It's been a lot of that going on both ways throughout the matchup. A little surprised. Maybe he grabbed an arm or something. It's hard to see from up here. That was not exactly what Giancarlo had in mind, heading it over to our friends over at Taco and Hot Dogs Chihuahua. Tacos and Hot Dogs Chihuahua making a run down the left side of the pitch. Long ball there. It looked like at least one player was standing offsides. I don't think the linesman was keeping up with the play, unfortunately. But number 21 was posted up offsides. Cameraman's calling for offsides right now, but doesn't know the rules. No offsides on a throw-in, young man. Very fortunate to have volunteers helping us out with camera work, with photography, getting the field set up, ball boys. All of it has been really well done today by the FCB family. Good ball played outside. Justice Brasher trying to run onto it. Plays it across the middle. Oh, just a little too far for Jacob Jowers. Some good pressure, though, results in a turnover. Let's see if we can hold the ball and push it back down here again. A two-arm grab there by number 21, which goes uncalled. Nice turn there by Cedric Dorina. Passed up to Jacob Jowers. Just couldn't hold off number 16, who gets his foot in and knocks the ball away. Ball played out of bounds, though. So, again, a nice bit of sustained pressure. Looks like we've got Luke Sear coming in for number 14, Jacob Jowers. Maybe Luke can win a header. One of the tallest players on the FC Birmingham team. We've struggled winning headers today, so maybe the big man can get in there and win a couple for us. Looks like a sub coming on for Dalton as well. .68 minutes, score is still 4-0. Going to take a lot at this point to get back, so I think the important thing is for FC Birmingham to concentrate on really just improving their play the last 22 minutes of this game. Dalton really, at this point, is having a plenty of room to pass the ball around back in the back. It looks like we're picking up our press about the 40-yard line or so. Down 4-0, I think I'd like to see us press a little bit higher, so I think we're stepping it up a little bit right now, actually. Again, good pressure up here by Justice Brasher. Leads to a quick turnover, but unfortunately we just played it right back down into to Dalton's. Ball going to be thrown in here by Cedric Jarena. Cedric's a student over at UAB. Played his soccer here at Homewood High School. Logan Sawyer coming in and letting Mr. number 15 know he's there. Turnover here to Bustamante. He's got the ball inside the box. Plays the ball back to Luke. Luke Sear plays it over to Lupe. Fortunately, hits off of Lupe's left foot. Goes a little bit wide off of the deflection. Going to be a corner kick for FC Birmingham. '71st minute, 72nd minute. Corner kick coming from the near side. Diago Oliveira taking the kick. Plays it in. Dalton United with the header out. Looked like a full-scale tackle at midfield that the ref finally got bullied into making the call. I understand playing advantage, but that was clearly not advantage for quite some time before the call was finally made. All kinds of space in the middle for 6 right now. Yeah, it seems like we have a lot of players back in the middle of the pitch right now. Ooh, looked like a long offsides run. Good call there by the linesperson. It's critical of her earlier in the game of not being up at the line of play, so let me give her kudos when she was making a nice run there and keeping up pace with some pretty quick guys in the UPSL Premier Division. I believe that is the last of Dalton United's bench players, so they had the opportunity to play everybody with a 4-0 lead. Ball played across the field to Cedric Jarena. Let's see if Cedric can get a good ball in the box here. Played off the nearest defender. Michael Brew trying to also play it in. Plays it a little bit long. I think that's Diago Oliveira down. Took a little bit of a knock on the far side of the pitch. Got about 15 minutes left in this one. Looks like Lupe is standing over this ball. Going to take the ball. Thompson High School. Plays the ball in the middle. Oh, Michael Brew almost got a header on it. Ball sprayed out to this far side. Cedric Dorino with a very nice takedown of that ball. Beats his player off the dribble. Puts a nice ball in there. Nobody making that near post run. Everybody looking at Cedric about where you put the ball, but nobody making the run. So thought it was a really nice ball, probably one of the best balls from the outside we've had. Low, hard. Goalie came out. All you had to do was get that run in front of that keeper, and you had to tap in. Good play there by Logan to step in. You know, the second half defensively altogether, start to finish, has looked a lot better. Diego making a run right now. A lot of contact there impeding his run. I'm a little bit shocked that didn't get pulled back outside the box for a free kick, but I'm way far away from the action. Oh, that has to be a yellow card there. That's even borderline a red card there. Very, very late tackle. Very fortunate for Dalton that that player's not going over to the bench right now. It was a late tackle, studs up. I think the only thing that saved him really was that Justice saw it coming and jumped and got himself mainly out of the way. Oh, nice flick on. Lupe chasing the ball down. Oh, unfortunate. Had a bunch of corners this half. Really, the only thing that's not worked out for FC Birmingham was just the goal beating our keeper at the near post early in the first half. Other than that, it's really been a pretty productive half for FC Birmingham, just not getting anything in the net. Probably had about 8 corners, but have not had anything go on goal off of those 8 corners. Looks like Michael Brew is coming off of the pitch, and Yoel Bacayo is coming on. Header down just a little bit wide by Cedric, but I will commend him for being one of the first to actually head the ball. So, progress. Some good pressure down here, keeping the ball. It's exactly what I think we need to do right now. Put the pressure on these guys, and let's see if we can at least sneak one into the back of the net. Going to be a push on number 18. Okay. Feel like that's been going on all game both ways. I think Giancarlo would like a couple of those calls. I don't know how that's not a foul. It's going to turn into a corner kick for Dalton United. The ref and the linesman clearly had a good view of it, so perhaps there wasn't any contact. But from up here, it sure looked like a lot of contact, bringing Logan Sawyer down. And again, Dalton United on the header. There's literally 2 of them in a box of 8 FC Birmingham players. header back to the keeper here. Looks like all the field players are about to get in. Really the only player that doesn't look like he's going to get a chance to get on the field for FC Birmingham today is Junior Nunez, the backup goalkeeper. Might be at least 10 yards offsides there, number 10. Ball goes out of bounds on the near side. Jairo Lopez Funes actually probably a rough day for him in general. He's a player who came over to us from Birmingham Southern, and obviously if you're from the Birmingham area, you're aware that today was the last day of Birmingham Southern being in existence. So Jairo right now probably looking for a new home to play some soccer. So if you're a coach out there and you're looking for a nice, hard-playing right wing midfielder, Jairo is a guy you should give a call to and give him a tryout. We have a backup keeper as well. He's not here today, but Casey Lauderdale, who also plays for Birmingham Southern. If you're looking for a goalie, give Casey a look. Watch some of our previous action earlier in the season. Free kick from about 35 yards out. This is not going to be a shot on goal, just too far. This goalie's pretty athletic and has shown an ability to get to pretty much everything. But ball lifted in. Giancarlo gets his head on the ball. It hits into the Dalton defender. About 7 minutes left in regulation. If you are a youth coach and you're watching this game with your team, the triangles that Dalton forms as they're making their passing angles is really textbook. Good fight there by Yoel winning the kick. Yoel's the kind of guy who, even if he doesn't start in the game, as soon as he comes on the field, you know exactly what you're going to get. You're going to get 100% effort. Oh, unfortunate bounce there. Nice tackle by Logan Sawyer, but it falls right back into the path of the offensive player, and it's played outside by Yoel. Going to be a throw in deep in FC Birmingham territory. With about 6 minutes to go, I think that, what we've seen tonight is fairly indicative of, when FC Birmingham has struggled, the things we've struggled with, which is mistakes and missed opportunities. And we've certainly had our share of those tonight, leading to this 4-0 deficit. Not taking anything away from Dalton United, a great team, great passing team, and finishes clinically. But a lot of the opportunities that were made available to them were things that we probably could have avoided. Nice step over by Giancarlo. Long shot by Giancarlo there. Trip there by Hyro. Getting himself on the stats sheet with the foul. Poor play on the ball by the fourth official. Ball was hit right at him, and he let it go under his foot. That's why he's wearing the green. Game's winding down to a close. I'll take another chance to just thank our sponsors. New sponsors this year, Mi Pueblo Supermarket and Pollo Lucas. Returning sponsors, jersey sponsor in Mendez Woodworks. Oh, ball almost falling to Diago. Very unfortunate that we didn't get that one tapped in. Puma coming back, and then obviously our friends over at Le Calle. Some nice footwork there by Giancarlo. Oh, leads to a ball out to Cedric. Oh, ball trickled towards the net, but they just happen to have a guy standing behind the goalie. That would be the luck of FC Birmingham in goal scoring at home right now. Nice play down this right-hand side. So we're going to be left looking at the scoreboard, trying to figure out exactly where we're going to be going and to the final game of the season. But next weekend we're going to be playing on the road against Legends FC. And it's going to be an important matchup. Going to determine whether or not FC Birmingham is able to make a playoff spot or not. I believe that was Justice Brasher getting tackled at right outside of the box there. Yeah, that was not textbook blocking out there, but all effective. Looks like Giancarlo stepping over this ball, places a free kick through the uprights onto the roof of the building and out into the parking lot with the cars. Looks like a souvenir for anyone standing out in Lawson Field Stadium. We'll have him autograph it later. But it is a big matchup next weekend. Can't hang your heads for too long. It's a good Dalton United team. They beat a lot of teams this year. Not the game we want to play today by any means. But you got to realize that, week in and week out, the games in the Premier Division are all tough. And, next weekend we've got to gear it up and get a win on the road against Legends FC if we want to be playing playoff soccer. Got 2 home games next weekend for the Lady Falcons. A lot of activity there. That's been brewing for quite some time. Looks like it's going to be a throw-in, which is also kind of strange for what appeared to be a foul on Giancarlo Bustamante, resulting in a yellow card. Referee blows the final whistle on this game.
Dalton United 4, FC Birmingham 0. Final home game of the 2024 spring season for FC Birmingham. I'd like to thank our fans.
Not been a very productive home season for FC Birmingham, with almost all points coming on the road.
Versus Legends FC as they look to try and make the 7th playoff spot in the Georgia Premier Division again next Saturday night. It'll be on the ASNT network.
But FC Birmingham is still clutching on to that 7th spot, the last playoff spot.
Supporting us this spring season. We'll be back in the fall with another UPSL here season here at
So thank you guys for listening to another broadcast from FC Birmingham Falcons for our men's Premier Division team. Although it's not the game we want to end the season on, it's the game we end the season on as far as our home stretch. So let's hope that we go out next weekend. We go get us a victory on the road against Legends FC and can march into the playoffs and make a run. Every game's different, so you just really never know how the ball is going to bounce. Come out next weekend and please come support the Lady Falcons as they play both Saturday and Sunday. I believe at either 5 or 6 o'clock. Please check the social media to find out the kickoff times. But as always, this is Owen Harris. I'm signing off from Lawson Field, and look forward to seeing you guys again next year. And perhaps next week if I end up calling the women's games as well. So have a good weekend and talk to you soon.